He thought he was smarter than everyone. He thought the evidence was gone. He thought his secret was buried. So he mocked the victims' families and even argued with the judge.
And I don't know why you're smiling.
Because I can.
Well,
Because I can. It's not a crime to smell.
it's not a crime. to
Continue
smile,
what you were saying.
But it doesn't help you, all right, to irritate people.
All right.
And you have a lot at stake in this case.
It's not a crime to smell, is it?
I didn't say you were committing a
Okay
crime.
then.
I'm saying
Continue
you're not
what you were
helping
saying.
yourself.
Continue what you were saying.
I'm
I'm allowed to
done.
smell.
I would
All
suggest
right.
you do what helps
Okay.
you, not what hurts you.
Okay.
That's
Do what I
all.
want to do.
Well,
Let's
do
get
what
that
you want to
understood.
do. That's fine.
Let's get that understood.
Your job is to do your job, not to worry about me. That's what I'm saying. Well, I worry about me. You worry about your self.
But what he didn't know was that the person he's charged with was about to betray him in front of the entire courtroom. This is the case of Bryce Rhodes, who thought he got away until his friend turned on him. In 2016, the city of Louisville was shaken by a tragic series of events involving 3 lives, 2 of them young teens and 1 adult. The scene left investigators searching for answers and the community stunned. The person at the center of it all was a local rapper named Bryce Rhodes, who from the very beginning insisted he had nothing to do with it. Even in court, Rhodes maintained his stance that he was innocent. He claimed he was being targeted, and his weeks turned into months, and months into years. It started to look like he might walk away untouched. There wasn't much physical evidence, no cameras, no eyewitnesses speaking out. That made him feel confident. So throughout the trial, Bryce Rhodes showed little sign of remorse. In fact, his behavior inside the courtroom raised eyebrows across the nation. He was often seen smirking, even mocking the victims' grieving families. At times, he would interrupt proceedings, argue with the judge, and lash out in frustration when things weren't going his way. Courtroom officers had to intervene more than once due to his outbursts. To many observers, it was clear Rhodes wasn't just defending himself legally, he was performing as if the entire process was a stage. But behind the defiance and theatrics, the walls were closing in, and no amount of mockery or attitude could stop what was coming next. Because behind closed doors, someone was getting ready to talk. And when he did, it changed everything. His name was Anjuan Carter, a close friend of Bryce Rhodes, and someone who had seen more than he ever should have.
He made Maurice on his knees and beg for forgiveness. And he put a toboggan over his head, and he put a rag in his mouth. And then he stabbed, we moved Maurice to the side, and we brought his brother, and we put the toboggan over his head. He put the toboggan over his head and put the sock in his mouth. And started stabbing him too, gave me that stabbing.
He made y'all stab him? So you and Corey stabbed him too? Alright, how many times do you think you stabbed him?
I stabbed him 1 time.
In December 2023, Carter took the stand. He described a terrifying situation, one where 2 teenage boys ended up inside Rhodes' apartment and never made it back out. Carter claimed Rhodes was in full control. He made decisions, gave orders, and expected complete silence from everyone around him. But what stood out the most was when Carter said there was a moment where they were asked to vote on whether those boys would be let go. And when that decision was made, everything spiraled.
There was a phone call that you overheard between the boy's mom and the defendant, right? You remember that?
Yeah.
Who was talking on the phone?
Shit, it was Larry and Maurice's mama and Bryce.
It was who and Bryce?
Larry and Maurice's mama.
Larry and Maurice's mother? Okay, thank you.
And what was the tone of the conversation?
It was about the shooting.
And when did this conversation happen?
Whenever Maurice had told her about it.
Been to his house before?
Yeah.
Who else? What time of day or night is it?
It's nighttime.
Nighttime. Who's at the house?
Just what? Larry, Maurice, me, Corey, him, and 3 other people.
What was going on that night?
We was all smoking, drinking. And then you feel me? Larry and Maurice got into an argument. Not Larry and Maurice, but Larry and Corey got into an argument.
Was it common for people to get into arguments when you all were hanging out?
Yeah.
And what happened with this argument?
So Maurice grabbed a knife.
Okay. So Maurice picked up a knife. Did he wave it at Corey?
Yeah, I ain't gonna say he waved at him. But he picked it up in an aggressive manner.
And what happened next?
So he took it from him and he smacked him.
When you say he, do you mean Bryce Rhodes?
Bryce took it from him and he smacked him.
How did he take a knife from him?
He went looking up with the knife anyways.
What did Bryce do after he took the knife?
He's like he gonna violate him.
Did that alarm Maurice? How did Maurice respond?
He was gonna go with it. He thought it was just gonna be a punch in the chest.
And why would he go along with it?
That's big homie.
In a packed courtroom, Anjuan Carter recounted the sequence of events leading up to the incident. According to his statement, Carter was present when Bryce Rhodes allegedly brought the victims to a house. He detailed how the situation escalated quickly and said he witnessed actions that left him deeply traumatized. Carter shared that one of the teenage boys pleaded to be let go, referring to him as a little brother and asking not to be harmed. He recalled how Rhodes allegedly tried to intimidate him afterward to ensure he would not speak to the authorities. Carter stated that Rhodes looked him in the eyes and said if he ever said a word, he wouldn't make it.
Is there a time where people in the house separate from Maurice?
Yeah. We put both of them in the bathroom and we took a vote.
Both who?
Larry and Maurice.
They're in the bathroom. And where are you guys?
In the living room.
And what happens in the living room?
We took a vote.
What's this vote on?
If they should die or not.
If they should die or not? Who's calling the vote?
Bryce.
What was your vote?
I'm the one that said no. I just said yeah.
What would have happened to you if you tried to leave at that point in time?
I ain't had nowhere to go. He lived too far out.
So, what happens after the vote's taken? What happens to Maurice?
He put a sock in his mouth, tied his hands behind his back, and put a hat over his head.
And where did he do this?
In the living room.
And what happened after that?
He started hitting him in the chest at first.
With an item, with his fist? How was he hitting him?
We hit him in the chest with a fist first, hit him like 3-4 times. And then Tyron passed him the knife. Then he started stabbing him.
So Tyrion handed him the knife. Was he making a noise?
He couldn't. He had the sock in his mouth.
Was he trying to make noise?
Yeah.
How many times did Bryce Rhodes stab him?
So I don't know.
Where did he stab him?
The torso, out up here.
Was he standing up or was he on his knees?
He was on his knees.
And he stabbed him in the chest?
Chest, stomach, around there in the general area.
In the what area?
In his chest, in his stomach, on his torso.
Did he stab him other places?
I don't know.
How long did this go on for?
Until he stopped breathing.
Do you have any idea the time?
I don't know.
Was there a lot of blood?
Yeah.
Where was the blood going?
In the carpet and the sheets.
Were the sheets set out to catch the blood?
Yeah. Sheets was really there to move him.
Who got the sheets?
Bryce.
And where did he put them?
Like we had dragged Maurice by the door, and then bring Larry out.
Now these guys are your Best friends, right?
Yeah.
What's running through your mind?
Make sure I get out.
What's that?
Just gotta make sure I get out. Try to save somebody else. Make sure I'm safe.
And what would have stopped you from getting out?
Probably if I ain't go along with it,
What would have happened?
probably been with him. Probably same situation, same fate.
All right. So they bring Larry out of the bathroom. Does he have? When does he get the sock?
He already been like, he had the belt, he had a hat, he got the sock. He had the sock when it was his turn.
Okay, when you say he had the belt, what do you mean?
His hands was already tied behind his back. He had a hat over his eyes, so he couldn't see.
And he had a sock in his mouth.
He got the sock when it was his turn.
Is he making noises?
That's it. He started making noises when he started getting stabbed.
Was he on his knees?
Yeah.
Did he know what had happened to his brother?
No.
Was there blood in the spot that he was at?
Yeah.
Did he respond to that?
Yeah, he started like trying to kick everything off, get his hands untied, get his hands free and stuff.
Was his brother making any noise at that point?
My brother already did.
So how many times did he get stabbed?
I don't know. A lot.
Who was stabbing him?
Shit, he stabbed him till he was dead.
Bryce did?
Yeah. Then he passed the knife around.
Who did he pass the knife to?
He passed it to me.
Why'd he pass you the knife? They're both dead, right?
Yeah, both dead, but shit, we all, he said, so we all gonna be in it. So it's on all of us now.
So you would participate?
Yeah.
So what did you have to do with the knife?
I had to stab him.
Who'd you stab?
Larry.
How many times did you stab Larry?
Like 3.
What'd you do with the knife?
She passed it back to him.
What'd he do with the knife?
She passed it to somebody else.
Who was the next person up?
I don't remember.
Where was Jacory?
Corey's right there with him. Corey's in there.
Was Jacory handed the knife?
Yeah.
Before or after they were both dead?
After.
Do you know what he did with the knife?
He stabbed him a few times.
Who'd he stab?
Larry.
He went on to describe how they were told to help clean up the scene, how Rhodes allegedly took steps to erase any trace of what happened.
What's the next thing that happens?
We put him in totes. You feel me? Took him in, like with him, Bryce, Tyron, and somebody else. They were supposed to take him to like a abandoned house and burn the bando.
The 3 older guys were?
Yeah. They're supposed to take it to a abandoned house and burn it.
When the bodies were discovered at an abandoned property, scorched and unrecognizable, investigators had no idea Carter was the key to unlocking the truth, until now. With Carter's testimony, the case was no longer built on speculation. It was real, detailed, personal, and damning. Carter revealed that he chose to testify because he no longer wanted to carry the emotional burden of staying silent. He explained that although he initially feared speaking up, especially knowing the weight of his testimony, he reached a point where his conscience wouldn't allow him to remain quiet any longer. In his words, he said, "I've carried this for too long. I could have walked away. I could have been free. But I didn't say anything because I didn't want to get caught up. I feel guilty that I didn't speak up earlier. I know I could have done something."
I wish the outcome was different. If I knew this wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't have hung out with Maurice and Larry.
The prosecution rested their case. The defense tried to dismiss it, but the jury saw what they needed to see. On December 18, 2023, Bryce Rhodes was found guilty of all charges related to the case. In March 2024, he was sentenced to life behind bars, with no chance of release.
Thank you. Has the jury been able to reach a verdict in this case? All right, if you could please hand the form to Deputy Mills. Thank you. Verdict Form 2A, we, the jury, found the defendant guilty of murder. I'm now going to ask each of you by just kind of pointing, beginning with the back row and going down and then the front row. Is this your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Counsel, can you all approach?
Due to his cooperation and willingness to testify, Carter received a significantly reduced sentence. The judge acknowledged his role in the initial cover-up but emphasized the value of his truth-telling. Carter was sentenced to 10 years in prison with the possibility of early release based on behavior and rehabilitation efforts. The judge noted that Carter had a chance to walk free earlier but chose not to. While delayed, the judge acknowledged that his truth helped the court deliver justice. He made it clear that his decision to testify matters. This wasn't just another conviction. This was a man who thought he had outsmarted the system, who stayed silent while families searched for closure, who smiled in court, confident that no one would say a word. And yet, the one voice that shattered that illusion came from someone who had been standing beside him all along. No matter how much someone tries to cover their tracks, no matter how many people stay quiet, the truth always finds a way to speak. And sometimes it's the person you least expect who finally tells the world what really happened. If this story gripped you, give this video a like to help it reach more viewers. And tell us in the comments if you were Anjuan Carter. Would you have stepped forward or just remain silent? Click the next video on your screen and I'll meet you there. Thanks for watching.